What is up, guys? It's your boy Alex, and welcome back to the Brave Lionheart channel, and we are back with another reaction video once again. Today, ladies and gentlemen, is something that I haven't really reacted to in quite a long time. I mean, let's face it, there's a lot of videos out there that I have, or channels that I haven't reacted to in a long time, actually. I've just been busy with other stuff lately. So, today, if you couldn't tell from the title of the video, yes, we are going back to some more Dead Meat's some more of Dead Meat's kill counts, basically. And this is one that has actually been recently requested by you guys. You all wanted me to react to his review / kill count of the sequel to Don't Breathe. Don't Breathe 2. Yeah. And before we actually get into the video, I wanted to let you know that, yes, I have heard about all the new stuff he's been doing. I know he recently came back to doing kill counts. He left for a while to focus on his wedding with Chelsea, so he had his editor Zoran do a lot of the kill counts recently, and a lot of them were on the recent, well, not really recent, but he basically did videos on all the Tremors movies, actually, including some of the recent ones, which I think the recent one was, like, Shrieker Island, which I haven't watched myself yet. The only recent Tremors movie I watched was Bloodlines, and the one where they were supposedly in Antarctica. Yeah, that'd be crazy to watch. But yeah, after the whole wedding that, Dead Meat and, or basically James and Chelsea had, he came back to doing some more kill counts, and I think Zoran also did a couple while he was back. So yeah, there is that. And I think he also got a new office recently, and this might be one of the videos where he shows off that recent office. So, let's check out and see actually how things go. Alright, feels so good to get back into some more of Dead Meat's videos. Considering it's been way too long since I've done a reaction to any of his, recent stuff. So this will be interesting to get back into it. So, without further ado, let's dive right into Dead Meat's kill count / review of Don't Breathe 2. So, start the video in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. I did a weird little, thing with my thumb there, so when I did the 1, but anyway, let's just get this video started and see what his personal thoughts on Don't Breathe 2 are. I mean, considering I know I actually liked the movie when me and my family went to go see. We were actually kind of excited for it when it was announced.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we
tell it is new office
horror movies. I'm James
Nice.
And today we're looking at Don't Breathe 2, released in 2021. This is the sequel to 2016's Don't Breathe, which was made by the guys who did the Evil Dead remake. Director / co-writer
Yeah, considering the original or the remake of Evil Dead was not that good.
Over as director,
yeah,
but
had a very good, a lot of very good bloody kills in it. Just not as classic as the original.
With a simple setup and an awesome execution. Its characters were morally ambiguous, with the blind man, who's initially a home invasion victim, turning out to be a reprehensible monster. I loved it, and was hopeful when the sequel was announced, as long as they didn't treat the blind man as a full-on protagonist. I said as much when I covered the first film.
But I'm expecting it to be a twisted situation, and not one where they actually expect us to root for the guy.
Yeah, that's what they did for this sequel.
Ask you to have sympathy for its devil. It pretty much forgets that the dude's a devil at all. Anyone who skipped the first movie would have no idea that the blind man once kidnapped a woman, locked her in his basement, and
plus I think the movie also
with a turkey baster. Between the much
that's something I actually wanted to forget about that happened in the first movie. But I think they also dropped that girl from the first movie in this completely.
I guess it has kills to count, so let's get to them.
Alright, here we go.
The movie begins like the original, with a drone shot of Detroit. Makes me homesick. Too bad, just like with the original, only a few exteriors were shot on
now I'm just kind of imagining,
this time Serbia instead of
RoboCop appearing and taking on this guy now.
Up in flames, with a little girl survivor crawling away from the inferno. She passes out as we fade into a time jump. Nah, it's not the same. The now slightly
doesn't have a fancy ring to it besides title card.
Oh shit, and there's a Rottweiler? That's a bad omen. This Ramsey hunt ends not with a bang, but with a terrified whimper. Turns out it was a training exercise conducted by the blind man.
Sorry, Father. I'll make it next time.
She is, of course, referring to her bed. The blind man, and obviously not his daughter, live in obviously not Detroit. His new old home is even more isolated than his city block bachelor pad in the first one. The story he's told this girl is that he's her dad and that her mom died in the house fire we saw. He rescued her and also named her.
Didn't even realize that house fire was
Speaking of
CG.
names, some behind-the-scenes stuff confirms the blind man's name.
His name is Norman.
Yeah, I actually forgot about that. That was his actual name, Norman. That's actually kind of an interesting fact that this movie gave us. We didn't really get to know his name. I mean, considering he was a killer and he tried to basically give a child to a woman that didn't want one with him. Also, yeah, he's a psychopath who also was a blind war veteran, so very, very deadly triple threat combo he had. But interesting to know that this movie actually does give us his name, and not really too much of his backstory, but hey, as long as we got his name, that's the most interesting thing about this character, or the most interesting part about him, just his name. Yeah, not the backstory or how many people he's killed in his lifetime during the war, just his name. Now I'm starting to see why it's confusing for most people who have seen this movie.
But it leaves her isolated,
Okay.
with not a single pal to speak of. She's left fantasizing about doing jackass stunts with friends.
Oh
I'm
my
Phoenix
gosh,
Blindman. This is
seriously?
Super The closest thing
That's
Phoenix has to a
awesome.
friend is their plant delivery woman. Hernandez is a fellow war vet who helps out the blind man but doesn't know about his past. During a trip into town, Hernandez takes Phoenix to visit her mom's resting place in their old burnt-out home. Not exactly first on every kid's road trip wish list. I mean, it's no Cedar Point. In a public restroom, a creepy guy creepily appears.
And also
Shut that shit
dealing
down,
with
Shadow.
creeps in the
Your
bathroom.
fingers, and he'll bite your testicles off.
Yeah, Fluffy here will listen to any order of this Phoenix. It's good that she has protection, like Shadow the dog and Hernandez the vet. The creepster Raylan sees Hernandez and knows she'll be a problem for future kidnapping attempts. That's why later that night, he and his men and dog boys set up a roadblock.
Yeah, that
In
guy
those
was
words, if
very,
no
very
Pachucos
weird.
To protect her, they're able to solve their Hernandez
Yeah, I
problem. When they only
forgot
tell you
she's
half
the
is a
first one to
hammer,
get
well,
killed in
every
this
head
movie.
seems like a nail.
Ah,
At home,
gosh,
things are
that
tense between
sucks.
Phoenix and No Clops. She's sick of being lonely.
You have no idea what it is to be alone. You have me.
You're not enough.
Damn, put away them talons, Phoenix. You're cutting deep. Phoenix is played with strength and confidence by Madeline Grace in her theatrical debut. Wish my first job had a good
I
boy
think she did a
co-worker.
As long as
pretty
I had
good
a piece
job.
of a raw hot dog in my hand, he would do whatever.
Well,
I
hopefully
wanted.
she didn't
Hey,
get
that's how
salmonella
Zora
from that or
works, too.
anything.
The blind man is played by a
But yeah, I
returning
think she did a
Stephen
pretty
Lang,
good
who
job
let's
as her
forget goes
character.
by slang.
The first time I met Steven, I said, hello, sir, nice to meet you. You said, it's not sir, it's slang.
For as much as the movie fumbles,
Well, at least he wanted to be, like, you know, proper, I guess, on set.
Completely beaten down by
Oh,
an uncaring
jeez.
universe.
He spends his life waiting for the axe to fall.
Of course, the character's response is to kidnap girls to give him new daughters. So fuck that guy, no matter how upset he is at mean old God.
Yeah.
Take anything for granted. God will take it from you.
That night, their house is beset by home invaders who lure the blind man out through his cute, rotty shadow.
Yeah, I
Unlike the criminals in the
forgot
last
his dog
movie,
gets
these ones
killed
aren't
in
interesting
this.
characters, or really characters at all, and definitely no match for the girl who grew up in slasher military school.
Or pretty
And an
much
echo
a
of the most memorable shot from the original.
survival
Co-writer
school
turned
for
first-time
serial
director
killer
Roro
victims.
Sayagues charts Phoenix's course around this new batch of invaders in an unbroken 5-minute shot that took 25 takes to time perfectly.
There's a very complex choreography between the lighting and the camera, going through hallways, going up the stairs, going into a room, underneath the bed.
The shot begins with the blind man getting ready and going outside.
Yeah,
He
I
moves all
forgot.
around the
It's like
house and
one
goes upstairs
long
to show
unbroken
Phoenix
cut.
reacting
It's a
to the
really,
problem. Some of her
really
scenes
good
are
tracking
admittedly
shot that
a
they
bit
had.
unlikely, but it's a stylish
Like, honestly,
way
the
to show off her
filmmakers did a
survival
really good
skills.
job
That
with,
Phoenix
like,
is
filming
clever
this
as a
scene.
fox. Still, how
That's
right
one
can
thing
that
I love
damn
about
girl land
movies,
on
just,
her
like,
feet?
long
She have
tracking
stealth on
shots.
her
And this
or
one,
something? She could take down the whole damn
beautifully
Phoenix
done.
clan. Another
Beautifully
benefit of
done
this
scene.
unbroken shot that, yes, is still going is that it shows off the movie's detailed set design.
This house was a very important character of its own. It's the kind of the mother that's missing from the family.
Outside, the blind man finds man's best friend's body. Poor Shadow. He had been a loyal, scary good boy since the last movie. movie. Norm checks Spike for chest bursters.
I actually remember being kind of upset seeing his dog get killed off. I bet he was like a really, really good boy on set. Especially from the first one, honestly. Even though he acted very aggressively in the film. He's a good boy actor, I'll tell you that right now. Honestly, when I watch horror movies that have, like, animals getting killed, I don't count them as, like, kills in the movie. Mostly because animals deserve better than that. Especially pets. If it was someone's pet that died in the movie, yeah, they deserve better than just to get killed off by some psychopath who clearly shows no love for animals, I'll tell you that right now. Also, it looks like from this shot, his blind contacts didn't work.
Phoenix is found by a bird.
Weird. So they just look like possessed eyes for some reason.
With the guy. At Pop's command, Phoenix runs for the basement, but gets absolutely wrecked on the way down. Oh my god. Don't worry, y'all. She's fine. Just a little blood. Oh, and hyperventilation. Okay, and now she's passing out in a chokey. I guess she could be
Oh
better.
boy.
The blind man's
A
all of a sudden
chokey.
in the garage.
Speaking of which,
Stabbing
Netflix is
crazy.
actually
The guy named
making
Jared starts
Matilda the
sneaking
musical
around,
into a
looking
full
like junkie
movie.
Cody Rhodes.
I hope
The
people
old
are
man
excited
busts
about
in,
that.
both hide and seek and grab and snatch.
Sorry,
Jared is found screaming.
ate a little bit
with a pair of
earlier
super
ago.
blue lips.
Oh,
His brother
gosh,
Jimmy
I remember this.
Kind of looks like an evil elf with his
Oh,
nose
I'm gonna
screwed
scooch
shut
a little
too. That
over so
boy
you guys
can't
can see
breathe.
me better.
So maybe find something to cut his lips open with, or nope, just stab him through the chin. Why do you sound like Donald Duck? I realize they're dealing with a Navy
Yeah, it kinda did sound like
cuts his
that.
mouth open like Billy Butcherson. Cody does love to blade. The blind man's
Yeah,
in the
but I
basement
think he's
hefting
taking his
some
cosplay
rhubarb
a
like his
little
personal
too
Excalibur,
seriously
when he
there.
hears that his plumbing is getting used, because Phoenix just woke up to find herself in an impromptu Houdini act thanks to this guy Duke. Norm rolls out a Hank Hill special to make sure
Oh.
Duke can't get trigger happy on him. Then he steps out and uses his ears in anger to get started in a Duke dispute. Their ensuing scuffle includes some bushes.
I mean, his
baked beans
blind
and what
acting has
to
gotten
be
a lot
couple
better
of
since the
compound
first
fractures.
movie.
When Duke walks away the victor, the blind man MacGyvers a bomb out of some wires, a cot, and the leaking propane. It blows up, killing Duke, who at least died doing what he loves, terrorizing children and the elderly. Norm saves his surrogate daughter from the cold water casket, sending her tumbling out like Indiana Jones from a fridge.
Breathe. Breathe. Breathe.
Hey, that's not what the movie title
Really,
told me to
James?
do. Raylan and his men start to beat down the door as Phoenix gets a look at Duke's flame-broiled face. Huh, kid, kinda makes you see the guy who built you a custom child jail in a whole new light. Before she can think too hard on it, Raylan corners them in the Home Depot.
It's not me you need to be
Coughed
scared
up
of,
some phlegm.
but the man standing next to you.
When this line was included in the trailers, it made me think the blind man would still be treated like the bad guy that he is. But that was not the case,
Now, I don't know who he is.
because Raylan doesn't even know Norm's past. Come on, man, if you're hired to be in the sequel, at least do your research. The movie did a
Well, I mean,
similar
that
freak
actually
out
kind of would have
earlier
been
with
interesting
Hernandez.
bad man.
if it was someone he
A
knew
man
from
who's
his
done
past that
terrible
was trying to
things.
get
Made you think we'd
revenge.
crack this nut before being like, nah, just playing.
At least I know you think that.
Actually, now that I
Just like
think about
sometimes
it,
I do about myself.
that would have made the plot a lot
Lord
more
changes
interesting.
us all.
If this guy that was like attacking them was someone from his past that he thought like killed his daughter, so he's getting revenge on the fake daughter that he
The
found.
blind man's not that bad compared to these other guys. Raylan does know that the blind man is not her real dad. He is. Check it out. He's got a sprig of real gray hair just like she does. Turns
So
out
does that
Raylan
mean they
caused
actually
that
can't
house
touch
fire
each other or
years
also
ago
like
and messed
absorb
up
each other's
Pete's mouth.
powers?
He's been locked up ever since.
Come on, you're making
The
an
blind man
X-Men
must have
reference,
found
you're not even gonna make that a
Phoenix and kept her
joke,
for himself
James.
as a
Come
replacement
on.
daughter for the one he lost long ago. Now that Raylan's free, he can rescue her from the sky, as he explains.
Jeez, I'm
without
getting like
taking a
so
single
much
breath.
phlegm like coming up.
Steal you
It's
away from
not
me,
even
and
funny.
almost die, you understand?
Norm fights back and runs away, so another hide-and-seek game starts as Jared wrangles the kid back to the truck. They're halfway past the begonias when she pins his foot to the floor with a pitchfork. Then the stepdad steps up and aerates Jared's shoulder with a cultivator. He takes a shovel
Well,
and beats
there we
Jared's
go.
head into a disgusting peroxide paste. Phoenix screams for him to stop, but yeah, definitely too late there. Raylan
Yeah,
finds Jared's
he's pretty
body
much dead and
decides
not
to
coming
work
back from
smarter,
that.
not harder. He uses a bloody jacket to give his pit bull the scent of a blind man. Hoo-ha! Good boy races inside and snarls at Norm like they were in a G.I. Joe PSA. The blind man retreats to the
Yep,
attic.
we ended up getting
Phoenix
another
runs
good
into
boy
another
actor,
room.
so
There's
that's
a dog
good.
in the attic chase scene, and at one point, blind man has the chance to kill the pup, but doesn't. I mean, sure, he'll rape a woman with a syringe of his semen and hold her captive as an incubator, but at least he won't shoot a dog, right? Makes
Yeah,
it
that's
really
still pretty much a bad thing. Even if you're not gonna shoot the dog, what you did in the first movie was way worse. Like, why does James even bring that up so much? Why is he bringing that up?
Ethically escape the dog and go re-kidnap his not daughter. Slang saw the blind man's unlikely kindness to dogs as a sort of kinship.
He's like that dog that has been knocked around so much.
Or maybe it's the fact because, like, it reminds him more of his dog.
His family reunion
That's just my theory.
Molotov, that is. He's gonna burn this bitch down. Raul points out that his dog is still inside, but Raylan says fuck the pup, pointing him due evil on this franchise's shaky moral compass. The blind dog lover rescues the pit bull and tumbles out a window before mooring his way to safety, and yet another callback to the much better first film. Phoenix is taken to an abandoned hotel in the city, where she wakes up in a room with a piano bar and a fish tank. Score! Her new dad, Raylan, welcomes her to the dollhouse and says she's free to come and go as she pleases. She only wants to stay long enough to learn her birthday and her real name.
Tara. That's your real name.
I'ma still call her Phoenix, though. She's ready to hit the road, Jack, no matter how many famous
Phoenix
doctors
is a better
around this
name.
place. That guy is famous, right? I swear I saw him on the TV one time. Before Phoenix Joaquin's out the door, she's stopped by the sound of a song her mother taught her when she was young.
Fly bird. Fly bird. Mom?
Well, it ain't Paul McCartney. Looks like the blind man lied about Phoenix's mom being dead, though by the sight of that blood she's coughing out, maybe he won't be a liar for long. New mom Josephine explains how the fire that ravaged their house also ravaged her heart, like biologically, since it was a meth lab fire. Her heart's just about donezo, and she needs a transplant ASAP.
But not just any heart. Doctors said it has to be it must be a compatible donor.
There it is. The halo is gone. This is how these people are shown to be a worse option for Phoenix than the serial killer rapist who kidnapped her for
considering
8 years.
they
Raylan
drugged your
his daughter from the
beer
blind man so he could cut out her
orange
heart
juice?
and save his wife slash
I don't know what that
For as
was.
much as this movie seems pointless to me, I don't fault any of the main cast. Session 9 scaredy cat Brendan Sexton III plays Raylan with an oozy sleaze, while Gretel and Hansel actor Fiona O'Shaughnessy gives an unsettling mania to her performance, especially when she thanks her drugged-up daughter for the heart she's about to steal. Like the first film's unapologetic thieves, they're another example of Alvarez and Sayegas popular.
Yeah, give credit to these actors. They're actually doing a really good job playing these, like, unlikable characters that are very, very unlikable in this movie. Yeah, I'll be honest, we were sitting there watching that, like, thinking, like, my family, when we went to see this, we thought, like, they were her actual parents, but I was sitting there in the back of my mind thinking, yeah, I'm not trusting these people one bit. And then when that reveal came, I was like, I called it! But I didn't shout it in the theater because it was, like, very quiet and I didn't want to, like, ruin the experience for everyone. I just, like, was, like, there. I was just sitting there being like, I called it! I freaking called it that I wasn't going to trust them, that they were going to turn out evil. Like, jeez, like, that was just... It was, like, right on the mark right there when I thought about it.
It makes for a very interesting and unpredictable story when no one is a good guy.
Oh, well, that just popped up. Hold on. Let's get rid of that real quick.
Where to deliver his next ass beating.
Go home.
Better get there soon, dude. Phoenix is about to go under the blade. And according to criminal organ doctor Thomas Hanneman, the odds of surviving this procedure are a big fat goose egg. But Phoenix can't be dead.
Yeah, I can see why he was a failed surgeon. That pretty much...
surgery.
That pretty much just clears it up.
Oh, yo, that's fucked up. Right as Raul is complaining about how fucked up it is, the surgery is stopped by a power outage. Raylan sends Jim Bob to investigate. I can't believe his name is Jim Bob. How fucking dumb. In the basement, Jim Bob fiddles with the breakers until the blind man senses his cue. Like he did for the original.
Oh, hello.
Stephen Lang prepared by studying with the Northeast Association for the Blind. This time he focused on navigating an unfamiliar environment. You can really see
like I said, he, like, his blind acting is, like, really, really upgraded since the first movie.
Stuff a sleigh bell down his throat. How festive.
I actually wonder if they're gonna talk.
He hurls Jim
oh, yeah. This scene.
Once again, he murders someone by pulverizing.
Well, I mean, after he killed this guy. Ah, God.
Raylan tells the surgeon they're going to relocate and directs Raul to gather the boys.
But yeah, I wonder if they're actually gonna talk about the one scene in this movie.
Sheesh. Okay, I was just asking. Raul takes 3 guys downstairs. Where
oh, here we go. Yeah, this was my favorite moment from the trailer that they put in this movie. movie.
since he's been dealing on these streets since the first movie, where we saw him fencing stolen goods.
That I actually did not know!
He lets the three nameless criminals wade in first.
Yeah,
Soon
the
as
trail
two
of
Rex
water that
Ribbons
hits
touch
his
the blind
hand.
man's hand.
Yeah,
he sits up and
that's
pulls them
such a
in
cool
whole.
scene.
So long, fellas. We hardly knew you. Well, actually, we didn't really know you at all. Still invisible on dry land, Raoul decides that he'd like to come back for
Yeah,
a
not
third
gonna kill
movie.
this guy, because he won't hurt you or the girl. He really does care about her, even though we barely got to know him in this movie.
Raoul tells Norm where they're taking his pretend daughter, and I guess absolves himself of any sin. On their way out, the surgeon decides he's done with this shit. His cowardice retreat is cut short by the blind man off screen, who reduces him to lasagna noises in the dark. Oh yeah, not even a trip to St. Mungo's is gonna sort that out. Some cans of pesticide go off, but they must not be very strong.
Tear gas
Nobody has
grenades.
any trouble breathing for the entirety of the next sequence. Seeing through it is another story though, and the blind man takes this opportunity to make his attack.
Yeah,
This
pretty much
sequence is a
fighting in the
colorful
fog.
version of Norm taking away his opponent's ability to see, but it's not quite as evocative as the first film's grayscale night vision scene that worked so well.
I mean,
Norman
that was
fires his
still
gun
such a
blind,
cool
but
scene.
instead
This
of hitting
one,
Norm, he
it's
puts a
shot
hole in
beautifully.
Joseph,
I'll get...
proving this Nina doesn't live forever. The
Ah,
deaths square up
jeez.
around
Yeah,
two
now
as
he's gonna be
Josephine's
super
body
mad.
lurches and rolls. With Phoenix handcuffed to the corpse, the wheelchair drags her towards
Yeah,
an empty swimming
kind of
pool.
forgot
This
that the
force
little
feeds
girl
off
was
the regulation
handcuffed to the
diving.
wheelchair
To
of
keep
a
herself from
dying
going over the
woman
edge, Phoenix
that's
grabs a
actually
nearby
dead
machete
now.
and hacks off her mom's arm at the wrist. Holy shit. Really gnarly stuff here. Too bad it
Oh.
doesn't work. And Phoenix winds up splashing down with her mom anyway. Thanks to some interference by Raylan's dog emancipating itself, Norm is able to grab his foe by the face.
You're gonna see what I see.
Is that metaphorical?
Yeah, that
or-
line
no,
was kind of
no,
ruined for me.
shit, he's
Ah,
going full
gosh!
Pandora. Just squishing
Ah,
those
I
eyes for
forgot that
DVDs.
happened.
Raylan's gonna need some Ray-Bans after that.
Ah!
It seems like the perfect time for Norm to make a confession to this girl he kidnapped 8 years ago.
Can't handle eye gouging.
Father,
Okay, Mr. Man, but is that all?
I have killed.
Movie's ending soon. Anything else you want to add?
I have raped.
There it is.
There
Some
you go.
last-minute character growth from a guy who wants
Feels
to.
good to admit it.
Not a rapist.
Norm revels
Bull
in
crap!
shame and self-pity.
I call it
Tells
bull
Phoenix to
crap!
Leave him to die alone. She died.
Wow. And now he truly will see what the blind man, aka Norman, will see. Yeah, again, that line was kind of ruined from the trailer because it didn't really make sense, because it made more sense in the first movie. But good lord, that eye gouging. When it comes to horror movies, I'm okay with like people getting ripped apart and like stabbed multiple times, or just their body parts being chewed to bits. But eye gouging and throat slitting, no, I cannot handle that in horror movies. It
He
just
tees
gives me
up
that
the
weird
blind man for a
feeling.
throat slit, but is
Ah,
stopped
oh,
by
no,
Freddy
no, no, no,
versus
no.
Jason
None of that.
machete through the sternum. Phoenix
I
has
literally
the
just
turn.
barely
He
talked
uses
about
the
that. Just
favorite
no
one
throat
of the
slitting.
bombs. This homeless horse is put down and tumbles into the pool to die right next to his already dead wife. Aw, that's nice. Phoenix tells the blind man to hang on because she can save him, but he says that's not necessary.
You already have.
With that, he gives up the good fight and apparently dies.
Yep.
There is a mid-credit shot of his body, but it never shows any definitive signs of life. Since I have
No hint
doubts
of him
about another
ever
sequel
coming
getting
back.
made, I'm calling it here. The blind man is dead. With her mother, father, and fake father all having died within about 10 minutes, Phoenix immediately walks to the nearest kid
Also,
shelter.
they're leaving
The
a
movie
weird
sunsets with
filter
this
on there
little
for some
girl asking
reason.
Phoenix her name. What's it gonna be? Rachel Grace Skywalker? Something
It's gonna
new
be
to start
Phoenix.
afresh? Or maybe
It's gonna be...
Miss Phoenix.
There
Or
you
just
go.
The kidnapper's name. Okay, how many one-note criminals got blindsided in this unnecessary sequel? Let's find out and get to the number.
Hey, it's Zoran.
Shit.
Oh, Zord?
James.
Hey, bud!
I'm here to talk
Good
to you
to
about
see
doing
ya.
more kill count, huh? Where you hiding, in here? Ah, it's the prop closet. You know,
Why would he be hiding from you in there?
Love doing live streams. As much as you
I
love
see what
live
he's doing with this, trying to mimic the tracking shot from this movie.
Oh, man.
Nicely done, by the way. Also,
this is for the Chucky
if he
recount.
turned,
Oh, I want
he
this,
would definitely
please.
see him
I
behind
will
that. Like
take
right
this.
there, he would see
I
him
can take this
like
from your
behind
house right
that
now.
wall.
No, I'm a
You're not
good
hidden very
boy.
well there,
Where
James.
are you, man? I just want to talk about doing more kill counts. You in the bathroom? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, look, you're not hiding yourself very well.
In the bathroom without knocking first, but what do you think about doing Starship Troopers? Right? That's not really fully horror, but there's horrific stuff. I know people want me to do Critters.
I mean, he's
They
done
Talk
non-horror
Season 2.
movies in the past.
Oh, no!
No more Zorn kill counts. Until I need you. I'm sorry. I love you.
But I put on pants.
Yeah, having pants is not gonna help you, Zoran. Sorry.
People died and Don't Breathe.
Ooh, a new kill graphic chart.
9 men and 2 women.
Didn't get to
That's a
see
mostly
this.
blue pie chart that
And a new pie chart.
we just saw recently
Nice.
in Would You Rather, along with a few other older episodes. It's also nearly 4 times the victims in Don't
Oh,
Breathe
okay.
With a
Going
runtime
with the whole
of
trend of
98
like a
minutes,
higher
that
body
puts us with a
count.
kill on average every 8.17 minutes. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest.
Still has these, though.
I can't show it in the public version of this video, but his face gets fucked up.
Oh, I think that's the reason you
mom
get-
Josephine, a single shot
Yeah,
to the stomach.
I'll give it to that. I figured it would have given like golden chainsaw for the eye gouging. Like, holy crap! I mean, technically that wasn't a kill, but you know, it was a 2-part kill.
I have my doubts. Until next time, I'm James A. Janice. This has been the Kill Count.
All right, there you have it, guys. That was my reaction to Dead Meat's kill count on Don't Breathe 2. And I did check the ending of the video to see what his next kill count would be, and surprisingly, it's on Orphan. Yeah, that's something that'll be interesting to talk about. I mean, if you guys want me to react to that, let me know in the comment section down below of this video, and I will see if I can get to that. I wonder if he did it because of, like, the release of Orphan's prequel that's coming out soon. Yeah, I can't wait to see that. But anyway, that's all I really gotta say. Definitely loved his review of it, and yeah, surprised like this sequel had more of a bigger body count than the first movie did. Crazy. Anyway, with that being said, thank you all for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell to never miss a video. And with that, I will see all you awesome guys and gals later. Bye-bye!